All right, so we can go ahead and begin. With that, we're going to go ahead and hand it over to our first speaker, Felipe, and we'll hear firsthand how Almirall is turning AI from a vision into real business impact. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Lupe. You can move to the next slide, please. So, good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for being here on this afternoon. Well, first of all, I think I have to start with this. It's a pretty great time to be living in Barcelona because as of Sunday, Spain won the world champion again. And honestly, half of the team squad plays right here in the city. So the mood around here has been fantastic. And let's hope some of that winning energy carries into our session today. I'm Felipe Viana, and I'm really excited to walk you through Almirall AI strategy and a solution I've built to take off some of the repetitive operational work of my team's plate. And a quick word about me, and I am a chemical engineer by training. I started my career in pharma back in 2018 in supply chain. Then I spent some time as a procurement manager, and since 2021, I've been part of the Center of Excellence, first optimizing our Ariba processing, then moving into procurement data analytics with Power BI. And for the last couple of years, I've been the product owner of our procurement data lake in Databricks. Now maybe you are asking yourself why I'm telling all of this, because I want you to see my journey into AI only really started a couple of years ago. And as of today, I'm one of the people driving AI transformation across my team. Well, I've always been passionate about data and I love questioning how things are done, optimizing not just big processes, but my everyday tasks, even in my personal life. And that's exactly what has shaped my career toward data and AI. Quick fun fact, I've won the 2025 Microsoft Hackathon with ProcureGenie. And last but not least, if you have some questions after this session, you can reach me out through my LinkedIn. Now, next slide, please. Okay. For those who may not know Almirall, we are a global pharmaceutical company headquartered here in Barcelona, focused specifically on medical dermatology. Our purpose is simple, is to transform patient lives by helping them achieve their hopes and their dreams for a healthy life. We are founded in Barcelona 8 years ago, and today we're still a family-owned company with a long-term mindset. That matters because our ambition isn't just to deliver results for today, but to keep contributing to the patient, healthcare professional, and society for generations to come. We are now present in more than 100 countries with over than 2,000 employees, and we have offices around the world. Well, for me, what makes us really distinctive is our focus. Our entire R&D pipeline is dedicated to the medical dermatology. And we don't just look at symptoms. Skin conditions can affect confidence, relationship, and emotional well-being. So our approach is holistic and deeply patient-centered. So to sum up, Almirall is a Barcelona-born global company combining science and patient focus to improve the lives of people with skin conditions. Now that you know a bit about my company, let's deep dive into our AI strategy. Can you move to the next slide, please? Okay. Well, our AI journey starts with a clear ambition, becoming an AI native organization powered by our people. At Almirall, we see AI as far more a technology trends. We see it as transformational capability, one that can bring innovation closer to patients and create real value across how we work. And that's where RACE comes in, our change and future framework. Well, what I love about RACE is that it recognizes a simple truth. Becoming AI native is not really a technology challenge, it's a people challenge. The real difference isn't the tools themselves, it's how we embedded AI into our processes, our data, and our daily ways of working. Also, it's important to say that AI is not an IT project, it's an enterprise-wide transformation. And for that transformation to happen, people need a place to learn, experiment, and grow. For me, that's the heart of our whole strategy, our AI community of practice. It's much more than a use group. It's a safe place where people from different functions can explore new technologies, challenge old ways of working, and learn from each other. We describe it through three ideas: exploration, innovation, and comparison. Exploration to discover what's now possible, innovation to challenge the pain points in our own areas, and cooperation because none of us has all the answers. For me, cooperation is the most important part of all because we help each other every time. Well, this community for me personally was a transformational because I was one of the first members and it completely changed how I look at technology. It gave business users like me the confidence to experiment, to fail, to learn and try again. Providing you don't need to be a developer or an AI expert to create value to the company. You just need to understand your business challenges and stay curious. Honestly, ProcureGenie wouldn't be existing if it not for the AI community. Sorry. And regarding of that, I would like to personally thank Xavier Martí and Magdalena Castro. I hope you're listening here for creating and nurturing this community because what they've built is a safe space where people feel empowered to turn ideas into real business impact. Well, and finally, as we scale AI, we have to do it responsibly. That's where Off-Ray, our responsible AI frameworks, comes in, providing the governance, the guardrails to ensure our AI is developed ethically, securely, and in time, with regulations like the AU Act. Well, because innovation and governance aren't opposite forces, they go hand to hand. In conclusion, together, raise our community of practice and Off-Ray gives Almirall the foundation to innovate confidently, scale AI responsibly, and move closer to become a truly AI native organization. Well, now that you know our strategy, let me share the story behind Procure Genie. Can you move to the next slide, please? Wait, now. Well, I think every good project starts with a problem. And now ours was like a very real one. A few years ago, we identified a clear gap in Ariba process. For years, the Center of Excellence, my team, had been building a solid basis of manuals, training materials, and videos. The content was there, but users kept telling us that they couldn't find the right answers they need. And on top of that, every person would phrase the same question in a different, slight way. So it was almost impossible to cover every case. The result, they always end up coming to us. And that created a massive backlog of questions and incidents. So people had to wait the whole purchasing process, and the whole purchasing process slowed down. And we were spending a huge amount of time answering things that were in fact already in the manuals. We actually built the business case for a chatbot 4 years ago. We took it to IT, but back then the cost and the complexity were too high. So we had to put the idea on pause. And then Copilot Studio arrived at Almirall, and suddenly that door that was closed reopened. The team worked together. We reworked our existing materials so the agent could understand them properly, and I started to build the agent. To be honest, the real turning point alongside of the community was the Microsoft hackathon. It was what unblocked the project and gave us the momentum to actually move forward. So a genuine thank you to the organizers for making that possible. And for me, the real lesson behind ProcureGenie is with the right tools, people like me, business users, can build ourselves our solutions and don't have to wait for an external team to build it. So if you can move to the next slide. Okay. So We've seen the problem. Now let's look at how ProcureGenie flips it, the before and the after. The old way, in short, is like across the whole team, we had the equivalent of one full-time person basically dedicated to solving incidents, users struggling to find the answers in the knowledge bases, inefficient incident handling, and a lot of frictions for our Ariba users. Now, here is what the agent does about it. First, it interacts with the user in natural language, right inside Teams, as if they were asking us directly. They get a solid answer, backed up by the related video tutorial. In case they still have doubts, the agent can automatically book a meeting between the user and someone from the Center of Excellence. And also, those one-to-one meetings aren't just a support, they are feedback. We use them to fine-tune the agent, so the next time the same question pops up, it can resolve the question on its own. And it's continuing learning loop. And last but not least, for system incidents, the agent can open a ticket in Jira automatically. So for us or for the company, what would be the impact? In one side, users gain time, autonomy, and confidence with our procurement tools. And on the other side, it frees up our team, letting us shifting the hours we spend today on incident management towards more higher value work like our data and process automation. Well, with that, let's move on to the technological foundation behind the agent. If you could move to the next slide. Perfect. Well, now let me walk you through the technical foundation, because these architecture decisions are what made the agent actually work in production. Well, first of all, everything sits on Microsoft Power Platform. With Copilot Studio acting as the brain at the center. And Microsoft Teams is where the user meets the agent, which is multilingual. For us, it's very important that can understand and interact in every language of the company. And of course, it's available 24/7. Well, let me break it into two flows: how the agent knows things and how the agent does things. First, knowledge. So all the content is dedicated is in the dedicated SharePoint folder, which is shared across the company, like manuals, SOPs, and tutorial videos. But one detail that is worth to flagging is the video links needs to have their own separate knowledge paths. Otherwise, it simply doesn't work. They all sit in an Excel file with each link has its own description. And we put a separate folder because that was the only way we found to feed the agent with the links and get back the right video for each specific questions. And then moving to the actions, on the other side, we have 3 Power Automate flows. The first pulls the availability of both the Center of Excellence specialist and the user from Outlook, and the agent turns that into an adaptive card showing the open slots. Once the users pick one, a second flow book the meeting directly in Outlook, and the third flow handles incidents. It gathers all the information needed to open a ticket with the team, with the IT team, and send the information to Jira automatically through the Jira connector. Well, to sum up, ProcureGenie has Copilot Studio orchestrating everything, deciding on its own whether the question needs knowledge and action or both, while SharePoint feeds its answers and Power Automate carries out the tasks. Well, let's see it in action.
Meet ProcureGenie, our AI-powered procurement assistant. Let's start with one of the most common questions from new joiners. How do I create a purchase requisition? When we ask ProcureGenie this question, it doesn't simply provide a generic answer. First, it explains what a purchase requisition is and how it fits into the procurement process, helping users understand not only what to do, but also why they're doing it. The agent then provides a clear and structured step-by-step guide. It includes prerequisite checks that should be completed before starting, highlights important warnings and best practices, and helps users avoid common mistakes that could delay the process. Because our purchasing process includes different scenarios, ProcureGenie adapts its guidance accordingly. To make learning even easier, the agent also provides direct links to validated training videos, allowing users to visually follow the process and complete their request with confidence. As you can see, ProcureGenie combines knowledge, process guidance, recommendations, and training materials into a single response, helping users become more autonomous and reducing the need for manual support. However, there may still be situations where a user needs additional help. Instead of simply repeating the same answer, ProcureGenie can seamlessly connect the user with a procurement specialist. The agent first asks the user for a brief explanation of the unresolved issue. Once the user provides this information, ProcureGenie activates the Q&A booking workflow. The workflow automatically checks the availability of both the user and the specialist in Outlook and identifies suitable meeting slots that work for both calendars. The available options are then presented to the user, who simply selects the most convenient time. Once selected, the meeting is booked automatically with a member of the Center of Excellence team. The information provided by the user during the escalation process is included in the meeting invitation, allowing the specialist to prepare in advance and make the most of the scheduled session. As you can see, the entire process happens in seconds, without emails, back-and-forth coordination, or manual scheduling. The result is a seamless transition from self-service support to expert assistance, ensuring that users get the right help at the right time while allowing specialists to arrive fully prepared.
Well, now that we've seen how the agent responds to simple questions and how the agent escalates and put the human in the loop, I think we can see the demo of how the agent deal with the incidents. If you can share it, Amar.
Let's look at another common support scenario. Imagine a user is working in Ariba and suddenly encounters an unexpected error message. In this case, the issue isn't a process question anymore. Something isn't working as expected, and the user needs technical support. ProcureGenie is able to recognize this type of situation and automatically switch from a knowledge support flow to an incident management flow. Instead of providing generic troubleshooting steps, the agent starts gathering the information required to investigate the issue. It asks the user for the key details needed to create an incident ticket, such as the error message received, the user's own description of the issue, or any additional context that may help identify the problem. This ensures that all the necessary information is collected up front, reducing delays and avoiding multiple follow-up interactions. Once the required information has been provided, ProcureGenie activates an external workflow. Through this workflow, the agent automatically connects with Jira, our incident management platform, and creates a support ticket with all the information collected during the conversation. From that moment, the issue is formally registered and routed to the right support team, and the user has immediate visibility to follow its progress and any updates, all without filling in a single form. In summary, ProcureGenie goes beyond answering questions. Whether it's providing guidance or creating an incident ticket for technical issues, the agent seamlessly connects users with the support they need. By combining knowledge, automation, and human expertise, ProcureGenie helps users resolve issues faster, reduces administrative effort, and delivers a simpler and more efficient support. ProcureGenie, guiding users when it knows the answer and connecting them to the right support when it doesn't.
Thank you, Amar. So those are let's say the 10 tips I wanted to share with you in regarding of my path of start from zero until building a solution that I'm quite proud of. First of them, for those who are like starting right now and are afraid to be hands-on on the solution, on the tool, don't wait for IT to start building it, or don't wait for a perfect project roadmap. I think today tools like Copilot Studio and Power Automate put like a massive possibility directly in our hands as business users. So if you have a problem, I think you can start solving it yourself. Second, I know that the tools gives us a lot of possibility to solve things, and maybe you think that, okay, I'm going to solve every problem of my team. My advice is don't try to solve the whole world in one agent. Start small, pick one problem that annoys you most and solve that. and then grow the scope feature by feature. And don't give up, because you will mostly need to iterate many times before you get the right agent or the right answer. But trust me, at the end, the final result worth it. Then third, I think when you hit a complex flow, it's better to break into pieces. Don't try to debug the whole thing at once, because you're gonna be frustrated. By experience, it's better to cut into pieces, and this applies especially for Power Automate flows and topic management. Fourth, don't just iterate the prompt, iterate your knowledge base too. I've learned that very often what looks like a formatting problem is just something missing in the source document. So if you can, it's what we've done. It's better to review all the knowledge that you are feeding to the agent. And if you can give more details, iterate a little bit the knowledge so the agent can get this information better and send it better to the user, you're gonna have better results. And next slide, please. Okay. So this lesson are about everything that happens after the technical go live, because a great agent still fails if the rollout is wrong. My advice is to deploy it small in a control group first. In our case, we run a pilot with just 10 users. What we've done is one Teams chat between each user, us, and the agent, so we could watch the real interactions and fine-tune the prompts and the knowledge closely. It was the pilot was during like 2 months, and it helped us a lot to see things in a different way, or to catch things that we didn't have on our scope on the beginning. Well, I think 6 and 7 can go together, because they are about change management. So from the pilot on, I would advise to start communicating and spread the word that you are building something. What is the scope? What's the capabilities? So people start to hear and get used to the idea. Then I would advise to have like a proper launch day with demos, with live Q&A, so they feel comfortable with the tool. And just as important as that is to plan a hypercare period afterward. In our case, we are doing between 2 and 3 months. We are in the middle of our hypercare period. And this period for us is where we are working beside the users. We are resolving doubts quickly about the agent, or I don't know how to book the slot, I don't know how to open the ticket. So we have someone dedicated to go side by side with them and to help them to get used to the new way of working, become like a habit, because the previous habit was like contact us. And 8, I think it's important to also, because after the hypercare, you're going to let the agent go by themselves. And I think it's important to have a feedback loop in. We started the users to rate every answer using Copilot, native thumbs up and thumbs down. And we capture all of it in Dataverse, so we can systematically spot improvement areas and knowledge gaps. And number 9, for me, one of the most important is always keep your human in the loop. So the goal is to reduce interaction over time, but users must always feel like they have someone behind the AI that really can help them. Because leaving them to swim alone in the deep sea is the fastest way to make sure the tool will be never used again. And next slide, please. Okay, last but not least, it brings me to my final and most important takeaway, the one that ties everything together. I call it the multiplier, the AI community plus race. First, I would advise you to empower to empower the business to build. The people in the business are the ones that who truly knows the process and feel the pain points every day. So the solution should belong to them too. That's what low code makes possible. Second, I would build a peer support network. I don't know if you remember that I've told you about the community of practice on the start. That is the piece. Surround yourself with people who help each other, sharing doubts, ideas, fixes, because having someone to ask is often the difference between giving up and iterating one more time. If your organization doesn't have that community yet create it. Look for people who are curious, hands-on, willing to challenge the status quo, and above all, collaborative. And third is make AI part of the company culture, not just another tool. If people believe it, it's going to have a massive change towards the entire company. So put those three together, and that's the real multiplier behind everything I've shown you today. ProcureGenie is the result, but the community and the culture are what made it possible. And with that, my presentation comes to an end. If you can move to the next slide. So if you have question, my contact, we have a Q&A session, but if you have still having questions afterwards, my contact details are on the first slide. Please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you so much for joining today. And let's keep that winning energy going on for the next presentation.
Thank you so much. So thank you, Felipe, for sharing Emerald's inspiring path to become an AI strategic organization. Today's presentation demonstrated how a clear AI strategy, a strong community of practice, and a user-built innovation can come together to create real business impact with Procure Genie. So it is streamlining your procurement support, improving knowledge access, and delivering measurable productivity gains. So congratulations and thank you so much. So now we will shift gears and hear a different perspective on enterprise AI adoption at scale. So I'm pleased to welcome Pierre Rajesh Kumar and Sonali Solaria from LTM. So today they're going to go ahead and share LTM using Microsoft Copilot Studio to build agentic AI solutions that helps employees access knowledge faster, improve sales enablement, and transform information into actionable business insights. Over to you.
Hey, thank you, Lupe, for the opportunity. Pleasure to be, part of this AI webinar. Fantastic presentation from Felipe. My name is Pierre Rajesh. You can address me as Pierre. I run the global sales operations, enablement, transformation, and partner business for LTM, based in London, UK. Hey, Sonali.
Hi everyone. I'm Sonali Salaria. I'm part of Sales Excellence team, and I help equip our sales organizations with market intelligence, empowering them to make better informed decisions. I've also been driving several sales strategy initiatives as part of sales transformation journey. Thanks.
Okay, a quick brief about LTM. In fact, we have recently rebranded ourselves to LTM from LTI Mindtree. As you can see, we bring together the best of human insights and intelligent systems. So we are close to a $5 billion organization, and our parent company is Larsen and Toubro Group company. It's a $35 billion company. Our parent company in the industry for over 80 years, and LTM, we are in the industry for close to 3 decades now. And we operate in over 40 plus countries with 750 plus enterprise clients with 87,000 plus employees. We operate through 3 lines of business like iRun, iTransform, and Business AI. Foundation to our lines of business is Blueverse, our AI ecosystem. So we deliver 4 distinct types of AI work: enterprise AI, business AI, creative AI, and industrial AI. So in a nutshell, 3 lines of business, 4 types of AI work and 1 ecosystem. This is how we outcreate with AI. So, before we move to the agent, how we built the agent, I would want to talk about the why part of it, And while for that, let me start with the vision and objective of the sales excellence function, which we have defined for ourselves, right? Our vision is to run AI-enabled autonomous sales operations with a clear objective of giving back 30% of seller time, thereby improving seller productivity and revenue growth for the organization, right? Now, LTM is a global matrix organization, and like any large organization, we cater over 15 plus industry segments, hundreds of capabilities, to serve clients, multiple global partnerships with over 87,000 employees in 40 countries, managing 750 plus enterprise businesses through thousands of sales and pre-sales team, and submitting proposals over thousands every single quarter. Now, the challenge of our function is how to manage this complexity. How do we differentiate ourselves in the marketplace? And we wanted to deliver a 24 by 7, 365 days available solution, not just, collection of an artifact, but, much more than that in order to deliver services to our clients faster. And that's how Agent A.S.K was born. Now, I let Sonali to talk about the couple of agents which we built. Over to you, Sonali.
Thank you. Thank you so much, PR. Hello once again, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing session. So I'll be talking about a couple of our agentic AI tools. The first one on your screen is Ask Agentic AI, which is a short form for Agent for Stories and Knowledge. It is our award-winning flagship AI capability, which we built along with our in-house enterprise technology team. Now, PR has already mentioned the why of it, that why we even went for it, what was the need to even conceptualize it. So I'll straight away get into what is Ask. So we launched Ask last year in October. It was launched in less than 8 weeks, and it is a cutting-edge conversational co-pilot agent designed specifically for the sales organization to reuse and redeploy the existing content. It seamlessly integrates multiple internal SharePoint repositories, enabling faster and smarter access to relevant sales content. And well, it provides instant source cited answers to our global sales community of 1,000 sellers 24 by 7, 365 days a year. And what does this agent do? It enables the sales team to ask natural language questions and instantly retrieve proposals, pitch decks, case studies, and generate draft responses in minutes. Further, before client meetings, sales leaders can quickly get a summary of relevant presentations and reports. And as of today, we have integrated over 40 sales repositories as well as other artifacts with Ask Agentic AI and received over 12,000 responses. Till date, they have been generated since the launch. Now, what makes Ask unique? The first one, it enables faster discovery, consistent messaging, and improved response quality. It also strengthens knowledge sharing across the sales organization, ensuring teams consistently leverage collective expertise and proven content. It drives greater consistency, quality, and efficiency in proposal development by standardizing content and reducing manual effort. And finally, it's a strategic step towards effective sales enablement, enabling faster execution, stronger engagement, and scalable business growth. And the point here to bear in mind is Ask is a robust, secure, and scalable solution. It enforces user level access permissions. That is, when the SharePoint repositories are integrated, the existing access permissions stay in place. So dynamic access checks are in place, ensuring only authorized content is retrieved, because we have really highly sensitive content in here. And user queries and retrieved content are all handled according to organizational data privacy policies. And this isn't just our assessment. We have received great feedback from several users within the organization, and it's been externally validated as well, for which I would request PR to showcase our recognition stories. Over to you, PR.
So, as Sonali said, we are very proud, and we have been recognized with 3 international awards for the work which we do. The first one is the Gold Award for Sales Operations Team of the Year by Stevie Awards. They are the esteemed business honors worldwide. They recognize outstanding talent. And the second one is the Silver Award for AI-driven Sales Enablement Team of the Year. And the third one was the Bronze Award for the automation which we brought in. So specific to the AI-driven Sales Enablement Team of the Year, I think I would like to thank my team and the Microsoft team here in building together such a compelling solution here. And out of 2,100 nominations from various industries and regions, we successfully secured recognition for all the 3, and very proud of our AI-driven Sales Enablement Team of the Year award as well. So I also got an opportunity to speak about accelerating enterprise AI as a frontier firm in the Microsoft Ignite event last year at San Francisco, and pleased with the Microsoft product engineering team putting Ask Agent as a spotlight, in their client presentations. So I think, our Ask Agentic AI success story is also live on Microsoft website. So those who are interested to know more about our Ask Agent, I would humbly request them to visit the Microsoft website to have a look on it.
Meet LTM cutting-edge conversational AI agent Ask. Agent for stories and knowledge. Designed for the sales organization to reuse and redeploy high-value content. It is a one-stop sales knowledge hub built on the pillars of Copilot Studio, speed and agility, tailored solutions, and enterprise data security. Ask seamlessly integrates with distinct SharePoint repositories to deliver key insights from past proposals, case studies, and recommends best-fit success stories. Users benefit from its improved proposal quality, enhanced collaboration, and consistent messaging across LTM strategic priorities. Ask analyzes RFPs to extract key requirements, evaluation criteria, and submission timelines. Users can interact using natural language queries, thereby drafting faster, more tailored responses. From capability decks to training materials, Ask helps teams find the right resource at the right time, ensuring every customer interaction is backed by knowledge and confidence. Agent Ask marks a bold leap in AI-driven sales transformation, empowering our global sales teams with 24/7 access to impactful stories and contextual knowledge.
So I'll be talking about CI Agent, which is our AI-powered competitive intelligence agent, and is one of our autonomous sales enablement tools launched last month. It was conceptualized and developed in-house by our sales excellence team. It's built on Microsoft 365 Copilot Studio, powered by Claude Sonnet 4.6. And let's just first talk about, why did we even build it? Like, what was the problem we set out to solve? So the core challenge was simple but costly. Fragmented knowledge was holding back seller productivity. Our sellers were considerably spending time manually searching for information. There was no single source of truth. As a result, it would take days to get accurate responses on competitors. Ultimately, this slowed down our deal velocity. So we knew that if we could dramatically cut the time spent locating and synthesizing information, our sellers could shift their energy to what actually mattered. And that's exactly the gap CI agent was created to close. It acts as a single conversational interface, one place where sellers can ask a question on our competitors and get a structured, reliable answer in seconds, not even hours. Uh, Coming to what CI agent does, it delivers instant structured insights on competitors' financial and operational performance, supporting faster, sharper, and more informed decision making. That includes so what all it includes. It includes competitor financials and revenue mix by geography, verticals, operational metrics, headcounts, attrition trends, deal wins, pipelines, AI investments, CXO commentaries, strategies, and many more. And the accuracy is non-negotiable. Like the agent works exclusively on official competitor financial documents stored in a secure internal SharePoint repository. So every data point is fully traceable to its original source and reporting period. If we look at a few stats here, like within 1 month of launch, there were over 200 queries. All of them were answered by an agent, and 81% of those were rated as good quality answers by the users. And we have, and as and when we receive the feedback, there's a feedback mechanism in place. We keep on improvising our agent, and we are still improving it as we speak. Now, moving on to the next slide, please. All right, the first point talks about enabling users to benchmark LTM against peers. So our agent removes the guesswork from benchmarking. Like instead of scattered data pulled from multiple sources, users get a consistent apple-to-apple view of how LTM stacks up against peers across the dimensions that matter, like financial performance, service portfolio, deal wins, delivery footprint, strategic bets, everything in seconds. Coming to the next point, that is prepare for customer conversations with confidence and speed. So, when we walk into a client meeting underprepared, so it's obviously a missed opportunity. So our agent equips sellers with a ready, credible briefing on how competitors are positioned. Like, so conversations start from a place of confidence and assertiveness. The third point, turning competitor data into actionable sales insights instantly. Raw competitor data is only useful if it drives a decision or an action, and our agent bridges that gap. It doesn't just report, what the competitors are doing. It converts that dense raw competitive intelligence into clear decision-ready insights, like what it means for us. And the final one, accelerate account planning with structured competitor intelligence. So strong account plans are built on a clear view of the competitive landscape. So our agent embeds structured competitor intelligence directly into the planning process, making plans sharper, faster, and more defensible. And the bigger picture, like the most important part, it is not just a tool, it's actually a blueprint. It proves that we can build enterprise ready AI in weeks, not months. And this validates that LTM is not just an AI adopter, but an AI practitioner and AI partner. And so all the two agents, they demonstrate how LTM is building differentiated, secure, and enterprise grade AI, fast, at zero cost, and at scale. We can move on to the next slide. We can play the video, please. Thank you.
To use CI Agent, go to the All Agents section in the Microsoft 365 app. Find CI Agent, add it, and you're good to go. To begin with, let's start with a sample prompt about TCS Q1 FY27. With just one click, CI Agent delivers a comprehensive analysis of our competition, covering financial performance, operational metrics, deal highlights, AI highlights, and other key business insights. This provides a holistic view of the competitive landscape, helping you stay informed, identify opportunities, and make smarter decisions backed by real-time intelligence. Start using CI Agent today to gain sharper competitive insights and stronger intelligence.
So, we are keeping our key takeaways very simple. By combining the low-code development, generative AI, and deep Microsoft integration, LTM is setting a benchmark for enterprise AI adoption, turning intelligent agents into everyday productivity engines for thousands of employees worldwide. Lupe, happy to take any Q&As.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that presentation. It was great. Thank you to PR and Sonali for showcasing how LTM are using AI to empower employees and accelerate business outcomes at scale. Your examples of A.S.K and CI Agent highlight how organizations can leverage Microsoft Copilot Studio and to transform knowledge management, sales enablement, and competitive intelligence into practical tools that drive everyday productivity. So thank you both organizations to be able to join us today for this incredible AI webinar. Again, thank you to both of you. As far as the organizations, this was wonderful. Today's presentation, again, it reinforced a common theme. So when you combine the right technology, strong governance, and empower the employees, AI can move from experimentation to meaningful business transformation. So definitely thank you so much for providing that insight to us during today's AI webinar. A special thank you to Amar for supporting us behind the scenes. I appreciate everybody joining us. And again, thank you everybody for joining us today. We look forward to bringing you more AI webinars in the future. So we're going to go ahead and end the session. Thank you everybody for joining. We definitely appreciate it, and we'll share the recording afterwards.